how RevOps can bridge the gap between all the team and make the customer's journey very seamless.
Okay, so firstly, thanks Rajesh. I think it's a very important question. I'm saying it's an important question, not because of the nature of that question, but the timing of that question. And the timing is now. RevOps is needed, and RevOps is one function that has the highest growth in the US. So that particular function is seeing tremendous growth. Now, in order to answer that question, why I'm saying it's very important is because, as Vinod just mentioned, the cost of customer acquisition has increased significantly. But the conversion rate has also decreased significantly. And that's when revenue ops come into the picture, who play this vital role, who become this convergence between sales, marketing, and customer success. Now, in order to answer this question, I'm going to take a step back because I see the audience. When you see the audience, there could be few from startups, or there could be few, even in startups, there could be people from different stages, early startups, or people who are already well matured in their startup. Even within startups, there could be people who are addressing enterprise segment or mid-market, SMBs. These are the words that you use. And why it is important? Because sometimes early startups do not engage revenue ops, maybe when they hit a revenue ARR between $5 to $10 million. And they make it a mandate when a company hits an ARR between $20 to $25 million in ARR. So when I was addressing the crowd, so there could be some people, and there could be like founders like Aman, who's wondering like, hey, should I bring in a revenue ops right now, or should I see how my pipeline is looking, or how my company is working? And the fundamental of this is, all of these departments, when we are working together, I would look at it from a buying behavior, like a customer's buying behavior. How is he behaving? A marketing guy would look at it from a market behavior, like how is the market behaving? And sales ops would always look at it from an organizational behavior. Do I need this tool? Is this tool redundant? No. I mean, usually when we go up and say, hey, Vinod, I need this tool, be like, no, there's no budget. So he would look at it from an org behavior. And when all of these different departments come together, what happens? There's a lot of data. And the rule is, the number one method to take any decisions or to bring alignment between sales, customer success, or even marketing is to take data-driven decision. Today, that is the key. You always have to take data-driven decision. And again, when Vinod mentioned, how do I get complete 360-degree view of my data? Because data is lost in silos. Like you mentioned, when I look at forecast, how many of are very happy updating CRM? Anybody very happy? Like, hey, I get up in the morning, let me update CRM. No. So there is CRM hygiene. Salesforce is the number one hated tool by sales guys. So, so they do not update. So there is certain amount of data which is over there. Then call recordings happen. There's certain sentiment, intent which is captured over there. Then emails from a seller to a buyer, emails internally, there's data over there. And also in emails or in your calendar meetings. So when all of this data is there, then all of it is operating in silos. It is operating in silos. And the job of RevOps is to bring a 360-degree view, unify all of these tools and tech stack together, and give one consolidated data. In that way, there starts alignment. And what we call a single pane of glass, so that data does not get lost in the silos. And it's very important for CROs or even head of sales ops to get a complete view of how their business is operating. And this alignment will definitely help. And of course, AI. Today, I'll give you an example of an AI. Let's say, I know Vinod already covered it, but I just want to emphasize on why is it important. So when somebody is when a salesperson is actually working on an AI, so what happens is he updates this data on the CRM, but the sentiment of that particular call is captured by many tools. Today there are plenty of app tools which captures the sentiment and gives you a report. By the time a sales guy finishes that call, updates the notes in the CRM, and I do not know what he has captured, and then that particular information is not giving me details about what interaction is happening between that guy and the customer over email. We do not know. Maybe the email is saying that I'm not interested, but the sales guy is updating it as next month's forecast. So we do not know, like the problem that Vinod mentioned. All of this putting together and getting it together under one roof is where I see AI helping RevOps team. Because you automate a lot of tools, you get a lot of these redundant data which could be captured, and it will give you insights. It will give you actionable insights. Today I do not want information. Everybody has information. Click of a button, you get information. But what I want is actionable insights. What should I be doing next? What is my next step? Should I be working on this deal? Is this deal and AI, what it'll do is it'll churn all of this data and give you predictable analysis. For example, out of 10 deals, AI would tell you this deal has the qualities of a good deal. And this deal, based on historical data, will tell you whether this deal is going to close in Q1, Q2, or Q3. So when you have this kind of an alignment, and when you obviously automate tools, I'm not a very big fan of using a lot of tools, because today market is experiencing something called as technology bloat. Sales guys are having this burden of carrying so many tools, and they pretty much are hating it. So simplify tools, get a unified, whatever tool that works for you, for your organization. I think this way, they'll be going along on alignment.